guys, Veggie Gamer back, and we're back to StarKid. Yes, we're back to StarKid, guys. Episode 3 of season 1 of Nightmare Time Part 2. If that makes any sense at all. And yes, guys, this is wrapping up the first season of Nightmare Time. I'm pretty certain that this is it. I'm pretty certain it is. Oh my goodness, if it isn't, then please do correct me and we will fix that. But yes, guys, thoroughly enjoyed these. They've all been so good. I feel like they're all the perfect length. I really do. I feel like that's really nice to touch you with all the characters. But it's not too short, because you feel like, you know, it could be too short or it could be too long, I guess. But this has been absolutely stellar. And so, obviously, last time, I was a massive fan. I was thinking that was going to be the case because of Dylan and Jamie. And I presume that they all probably have bit parts in this one as well, possibly. Obviously, we focus on different characters each time. We still haven't focused on Jeff or Jamie's characters who were married in The Guy Who Didn't Like Musicals. Oh, by the way, guys, can I show you this real quick? I can. So obviously something is going on regarding Guy Who Didn't Like Musicals. Says it's returning to stage. I don't know if it's going to be like an updated version or even a changed version, because obviously because it's all timelines or whatever you want to say, it's not even timelines, is it? It's just like alternative realities. They can play around with it. Jeff has different hair, clearly, although he had long hair before. Now I've realised that's a good point. Ignore me. But yeah, it's very interesting that we're getting. There was something like where was it? It had a Corey and Mariah in the thumbnail. Was it a live thing? There it is, a Hatchetfield series recap. So it's so interesting that it's a recap, because if it's just The Guy Didn't Like Musicals, why would you really need a recap, especially as that was the first musical? And so I think it's going to be changing it up. Let me know what you think in the comments, guys. But it feels like right now it's actually quite an urgent time to try and get through the Nightmare Times, because it sounds like big changes, or maybe even a third season could be coming, or maybe even a fourth musical. Either way, guys, really looking forward to this. I thoroughly enjoyed last one, but this one is called The Witch in the Web. Very spooky name. But it's going to be spiders, isn't it? Okay. We shall see. But either way, let's get into it. And yes, guys, if you're new here, we've been doing all Team StarKids since the Harry Potter musicals. We jump between older and new stuff, and so what we might do next is go back to an older musical. But if there is going to be something coming up regarding the Hatchetfield series, maybe we should focus on it. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. But either way, let's get into just the title. The Witch in the Web. Let's check it out. The Witch in the Web. Nightmare Time. Episode 3, Part 2 of Season 1. Again, that didn't make any sense. From exactly 53 minutes in. Remember that, Veggie, for editing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Always, every single time, I don't check the audio. Every single time I don't check the audio. Oh my goodness, guys. How are you all, by the way? Been nice weather here, by the way. This looks like the same forest from the intro. From the Nightmare Time intro. Probably is. Power over you. Lexi's sister, I can't remember her name. She flies at the early dew. I can hold her just for so long. In the web I spin and move. You guys pointed out that she did actually play Tim. As well. I got confused. She has to actually be the youngest cast member, right? Or maybe not. Some people just look insanely young, don't they? But she certainly looks younger than the rest. Only in your mind, many children she has buried. Their memories are mine. I tell you this for a reason. Just you and your guitar. Isn't this sweet? A witch becomes a coward. Remember who you are. Oh, that's sweet. I loved it. Lovely song. It's all going to go really horrible, no doubt. Lovely voice. Is she actually playing that? It looks like it. I can't play the guitar, guys, so I win out, despite the fact that I have that. Which you may have noticed before, guys, but yes, I don't actually know how to play it. I can't strum up. I can strum down, but I just can't strum up. Something wrong with my fingers, I think.
The witch in the web is ancient. That means I know her well. She certainly tests my patience from her black and white cell.
Okay. So, I've just remembered her name was Hannah, guys. Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh, this is lovely. She's playing it like that. That's pretty impressive. That was extremely sweet. That really was extremely sweet.
Slam! The door to Hannah Foster's room.
Oh my God, Jake!
And her mother, Pamela, comes storming in.
Pam!
Nanners, you got any idea what time it is?
Hannah stops strumming and looks up from her ukulele.
Nightmare time.
It's 3 a.m. I got a date bright and early with my future husband, so shut up.
How is Hannah naming the name of the show?
No!
I love Jamie.
Bad girls don't get to keep their little guitars.
Pamela
Don't smash it, though.
For the doorway on a broken foot, her heavy cast dragging beneath her. Hannah
Interesting.
stops her, pleading.
Please, I have to keep singing or I'll forget the songs.
She said nightmare time. That's wild.
Pamela slams the door behind her. Defenseless and alone, Hannah lays back on her beat-up old mattress, pulls the blanket over her head, and waits for the nightmares to come.
There's something spooky about there, isn't there?
The next
I mean that
morning,
the nicest way.
Pamela
Look at the
plants herself
cast.
in front of the TV as her favorite show begins.
This is Morning Cup of News with Dan and Donna.
Hello again, Dan. You miss me? I'm gonna marry you one of these days, you beautiful bastard. Just wait until you get a load of me. Hey, Nanners, bring them beers in from the icebox, huh?
Hannah stands in the kitchen nook of her
She's got
mother's
nanas.
home, exhausted
Hannahs.
from another restless night. She grabs a half-drank six-pack from the fridge.
Oh my goodness,
On
there
the
they are.
TV, Dan Reynolds flashes that winning smile.
Good morning, Hatchetfield. This is Dan Reynolds.
And I'm Donna Daggett. As leaves fall and the jack-o'-lanterns light up, we know around these parts that can only mean one thing. Just a few short months until the Hatchetfield Honey Festival.
That's amazing, Donna.
I need to turn down.
You're amazing,
A voice.
Dan. Hey,
Are they in all of them?
Nanners, I wanna
Lauren
be all
and
with my
Joe. I feel
man,
like they are.
Go play
Right? Were they the last
outside.
ones? Yes.
With what?
I think so.
I don't know. Go find some dog turds or something. Here. Knock yourself out.
She
Sounds
tosses
fun.
Hannah a beer from the six-pack. Hannah inspects it, shrugs, and heads outside. Pamela turns back to the TV, melts into the recliner.
All right. Where are we going today, Dan?
Outside,
I can't hate
Hannah
Jamie, you know
sits on
she's
the
a bad
metal
guy.
steps to her front
Seems like she's a bad guy.
She stares out into the Hatchetfield Witchwood.
Which word?
Forest that's bordered her home all her life. Lately, however,
Interesting.
something has changed. Almost as if the Witchwood itself has woken up, and it's calling to her.
Very interesting to meet
cracks open
Lex
the
and
beer and
Hannah's
takes a swig.
mother for the first time.
Hannah looks up to a tree. She nods to it awkwardly, like a wallflower at a school dance.
So, what's your name? That's pretty.
Oh, okay. I thought you climb another actor.
Hannah leans closer to the tree.
She's a fascinating
trying
character,
to hear
guys.
what it's saying, but its voice is drowned out by vroom. Hannah looks to find an old station wagon
Veggie!
pulling up beside her trailer. From
What's
it
going on with his
emerges
hair?
Douglas Keene, aka
Douglas?
Duke. the social worker assigned to assist the foster family. He sees the girl talking to a tree.
Duke, okay.
Hannah?
Mega Duke.
Hiya, Duke.
Hey,
He's been a
darling.
president and a duke.
Just came to check. What you got there?
He points to the can in Hannah's hand. Knowing she could get in trouble, she decides to play dumb and shrugs.
Where did you get that?
Mama?
She inside?
Is that a proper mullet he's got?
No.
Did she tell you to say that?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Let's go have a word with her.
Inside,
Oh, Pam.
Pamela is also playing dumb.
Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Keen. I cannot believe Hannah would just steal one
Oh
of
my
beers.
goodness.
I taught you better than that, young lady. If you're gonna drink someone's beers, you gotta throw them a few bucks.
Eyes are wild,
There
guys.
seems to be a pattern here. Miss Foster, first Lex gets caught with your pills, and now Hannah with your alcohol.
I know, Duke. Why they gotta make it so hard to be a single mother, huh?
Oh dear.
Only had a man around to help me.
Oh god. I thought you were after Dan.
All right, Pamela. Look, you're not going to be holding on to Hannah at all if this keeps up. You want to lose her? Like you lost Lex?
Well.
Don't get my hopes up, Duke.
This is not
Oh.
a joke, Pamela.
Wow.
I found Hannah talking to a tree. She needs to be mentally engaged with something. Where is your ukulele?
What?
The instrument you took from her.
Me? Take from my own child?
Yeah, that's what
Oh
she
my
says.
goodness.
Well, we have already established that she is a lying little turd, so...
Wow.
Pamela retrieves the ukulele from the cupboard.
I was just cleaning it for her. Here you go, Nanners.
Nanas. Okay.
Hannah sees the instrument. A look of concern washes over her when she realizes.
That's not mine.
Yes,
Oh.
it is.
It's wrong.
No, it ain't.
Oh my god, she's scared.
Just give Hannah her ukulele back.
You think I got money for two of these? This thing keeps me up all night. She won't stop just playing. How am I supposed to get my beauty sleep?
I should be laughing. I should be laughing.
Don't play past 9, Hannah.
With the instrument returned, Duke heads for the door. He's stopped when Hannah explains.
It's the wrong color. Mine's white.
Non intro wasn't.
What?
In her hands, Hannah holds a black ukulele. Duke turns to her mother, but Pamela shrugs. She couldn't care less what color the thing is. Duke turns back to Hannah as her eyes go wide.
It's only black in my dreams.
Oh god, that is fast. That is fascinating, guys.
Is
Jeez.
this nightmare time too?
No, that's the next
Elsewhere
series.
in Hatchetfield, an aerobics
Ignore me,
VHS
ignore me.
from the 1980s plays on a vintage television set. On
Kim
screen,
and,
the coach and
Mega.
Strauss.
All right, girls, pick up those knees. That's it.
Oh my god,
An
right.
old corded wall phone rings. A
Why is-
mysterious woman
why is,
stops her workout, pauses
Peter dressed
to
like
pay,
that?
and throws a towel over her shoulders. Miss Holloway
John.
picks up the receiver and puts it to her ear.
Hiya, Duke.
Hey, darling. I see you've taken your first tenuous steps into the 21st century.
How's that?
Well, you knew it was me. Finally caved in and got yourself a caller ID, Miss Retro.
That's some fancy detective work.
So, you busy tonight?
Douglas Keene, are you asking me out? It's a school night.
Yeah, and I gotta wash my hair, but,
Your
this isn't
lovely,
about us.
Um,
There's a 14-year-old
mullet.
girl named Hannah Foster. I think she might be in need of your expertise.
did I know that Mega and
Later,
are Mega and Kim a
cars
couple?
pull up
I
to
feel
the
like you guys
Foster
have told me that actually. If
residence.
I'm wrong there, I
Wagon
apologise.
and a
Just because it's the same route doesn't mean
1980s
everybody.
Pontiac Firebird.
Oh, it's
Duke's
lockdown.
hand
Isn't it?
raps on the front door, and Pamela answers.
Hello again, Pamela. This is Miss Holloway.
Miss Holloway smiles politely, turning up the collar on her baggy jean jacket.
She's the specialist I told you about?
What did I say? Hannah don't need no specialist. I'm a good mother. I've never taken my daughter to a doctor, so unless you
okay.
I'm not letting this shrinky dink into my home to poke around Hannah's head.
Duke sighs, raises his brows, and turns to Miss Holloway.
You're up.
Miss Holloway leans closer to the screen door that stands between her and Pamela. She places a hand on the doorframe and starts tapping as she speaks.
It was these two, the last story.
Hypnotically.
I'm happy for it.
Miss Foster. Pamela, was it?
You don't know me.
No, I don't.
I need
But
to stop
do
laughing at
know you
everything that
haven't
Jamie
been
says.
sleeping very well. Neither is Hannah.
Her voice is melodic. It echoes in Pamela's ears.
Up at all hours of the night. Heck, must be a battle just to keep your eyes open right now. You want to sleep, don't you, Pamela?
Buy that cigarette.
With Hannah sleeping well, you can rest too. Deeply, peacefully. Isn't that what you want?
This story's already creepy. It really
Why don't you
is.
just let us in so I can help Hannah?
Okay.
As if in a trance, Pamela opens the screen door, letting Duke and Miss Holloway inside.
Now go sleep on the couch.
This doesn't feel that ethical,
Pamela
Duke.
sleepwalks to a sunken old sofa and flops face first into the cushions. She's already snoring. Duke watches, in awe. He can't explain the things Miss Holloway can do, so he won't even try. He just shakes his head and smiles.
Do I know Holloway?
I think I'm in love with you. You know that?
Wouldn't blame you.
Well, that could be a spell as well.
Later,
Here's
Hannah
Hannah.
sits on her dilapidated mattress, hugging her knees. Miss Holloway is on the floor beside her. She takes in the tiny room. The room Hannah once shared with her older sister. Electric lights hang from the ceiling. There's a map of California pinned to the wall. Miss
Wow,
Holloway
making
smiles at
plans.
the young girl.
Hello, Hannah. I'm Miss Holloway. I'm a friend of Duke's. I work with children. I help them with problems that adults might not understand or believe.
She sees the black ukulele propped in the corner. She picks it up and addresses it fondly.
So, Duke tells me that your sister gave you this? I used to play music too. A long time ago.
It's not mine. She switched.
Oh, yes, of course.
Your mother?
No.
Miss Holloway sets the instrument down.
Hannah, can you tell me about Nightmare Time?
Mmm.
When did it
Wow.
When Webby went away.
At the sound of the name, Miss Holloway freezes.
Hannah, is Webby a spider?
It's a bit presumptuous.
Sometimes. Sometimes she's a girl. She used to sing to me. I have to play her songs every night, or I'll forget them. I'll forget Webby.
Oh.
She wants to get rid of Webby. Then she can get me.
Who?
Oh, witch.
The witch.
Yes, okay.
What witch?
In the title.
The witch in the web.
This is
Outside,
already by far the
Yes,
creepiest
Miss
story so
Holloway.
far, guys.
they lean on the remnants of an old wooden fence and breathe the crisp autumn air. As the sun softly sets, Duke explains.
Alex and her boyfriend got picked up selling her mother's painkillers. Ethan got 2 years. Lex got
Wow.
5. That wasn't her first offense. And that was 3 months ago.
5.
3
Jeez.
months. I bet that's when Webby went away.
What?
when the nightmares started.
Oh.
Hannah and her sister, they were close. Lex was more of a mother to her than that charming woman. In fact, Lex told me that it was her mother's idea to sell the
Facts.
pills. Lex later denied it in court. I think she was afraid of leaving Hannah with no one.
Oh.
So, maybe it's some kind of trauma that's keeping the kid up at night.
5 years, guys. Not a
Dude.
first offense, though.
I don't think this is like the others. I think Hannah might be in some very bad trouble.
Oh, can you help her?
I'm gonna try.
That night, Miss Holloway strikes a match and lights a large candle. The flame illuminates Hannah's darkened room.
I mean, this sounds like witchcraft. Right? Am I bad?
Hannah, you say there's a witch in Nightmare Time. She's the one that wants to get you?
Uh-huh.
Well, if you can promise to keep a secret, I'll tell you something. I'm a witch too.
A good witch?
Like Willow?
Most of the time. Tell me, Hannah, in Nightmare Time, have you ever seen this?
From inside her bag, Miss Holloway retrieves a small something, wrapped in a tattered shawl. Hannah
God.
recoils as the layers of fabric are peeled back to reveal a book. Bound in black. Hannah has seen this in her dreams, and she knows to fear it.
Grimoire, maybe?
Why do you have that?
It's okay. I keep it safe. It's called The Black Book.
Not the sitcom.
It's bad.
Bad
Do you
books.
know who the Lords in Black are, Hannah? They're Webby's brothers. They have followers. I think one of them is in your mind. But we're gonna get her out.
Miss Holloway begins to open the black book. Hannah winces.
No! There's nothing good in there!
This is genuinely creepy, guys.
Sometimes things aren't black and white. Sometimes we have to use something bad to do something good.
It all has a price.
I know. I can pay it. Let's just say I have very good credit.
Oh, okay, that's a good line. That was a good line.
Hannah, you have to
Holloway.
go into Nightmare Time.
No.
But don't worry. I'm going with you.
As the candle burns, a sweet mist fills the room. The electric lights twinkle. Hannah lays back in her bed and closes her eyes. Miss Holloway flips through the thick old pages of the black book, settling on one displaying the spell she needs. She takes a deep breath and taps softly on the book's cover as she guides Hannah.
Certainly more serious episode than the last one, guys.
Relax.
It really is.
Focus on the sound of my voice.
Great work. Kendall getting a lot of
Drift
stuff, though.
down.
Good on her.
Deep down. Good. Very good.
Now,
This is genuinely
fast
creepy.
asleep, Hannah stands in an endless black void. Still dreaming, her eyes open when she feels someone take her hand gently. It's Miss Holloway, smiling at her.
Didn't bring Mega with
See?
us. Duke.
I told you I'd be with you. Now, I know Nightmare Time can be scary. But you have to remember, Hannah, this is your mind. No matter what
Doesn't help.
anyone here tries to tell you,
Sure.
you are in control. Do you understand?
Uh-huh.
All the power here comes from you. And you are very powerful, Hannah. Okay?
Okay.
The music isn't helping. It's genuinely disturbing.
Now where's the witch?
I'm loving how dark the final story of this first season's going, though.
Hannah
Very
points.
smart.
There's
Hey,
suddenly
Elizabeth!
a vast forest. but not one.
Why
of
is
trees.
John dressed like... Oh, there we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Jut up from the ground, roots extending from their legs into the earth like twisted wooden veins.
And
A heavy fog seeps in. Hannah and Miss Holloway set off into the mist, toward the witch. As they passed the statuesque figures in this human forest, some of them turned to Hannah, trying to warn her.
Stay away, Hannah. We can't hold her anymore.
I love Corey. I really do.
Tree people. The men with hatchets
Ints.
put them here.
Hatchets? Oh, wow.
They all had a touch.
The men with
of the
hatchets?
Some of them didn't want to be planted, but the hatchetmen did it anyway. Their roots made a web. The witch was stuck, but now she's not.
Hannah, you got a messed up brain.
She'll get you.
Hannah, don't
Just
stop.
expected him to say something crude after
They
being
press
Prince
on.
Charming.
Deeper into this strange wood. Soon Miss Holloway begins to notice the attire of the tree people they're passing has become dated. They reach one girl dressed in an oversized vintage tee, bearing the logo of some 80s pop star the whole world's forgotten.
Bros?
This girl,
Maybe?
her clothes are old.
They get older the deeper you are. Casey was planted in 1986.
The
Casey?
tree girl, Casey, turns to Miss Holloway in a ghost-like daze.
Can I have your autograph?
We have to go back further. Much further.
Hannah and Miss Holloway pass people dressed in clothes from the 70s, 60s, 50s.
Wow!
Roll by until they find individuals who look like they're from the 1800s. Hannah
Wow.
stops.
This is as far as I've come. I don't know their names. They're
Oh.
so old they forget how to tell me. We're near the center. The witch is close.
Then let's keep going.
Miss Holloway holds Hannah's hand tightly as they step beyond an
Incredibly
invisible
creative story, guys.
into a place in Hannah's mind that's dangerous, unknown territory. Their feet fall through the fog and crunch unseen leaves.
I
Before
feel like
them,
Hannah's one of my
in the
favourite
distance,
characters in
is a
Hatchetfield. I think she
ramshackle,
is.
Rotting hut.
So
The
interesting.
witch's hut. Smoke billows from a crooked chimney. All around, the tree people spring to violent life, pointing and screeching. It freezes, resisting Miss Holloway's pull.
I can't do this.
Yes. Yes, you can. Don't let go.
I can't do this.
The tree people's jaws unhinge and their mouths open
Tennant's
to
laughing.
unnatural size. Their insides glow as they let loose an ear-piercing cat-like wail. Wind howls. Miss Holloway's grip on Hannah starts to give.
He's just giving it socks.
Don't lose me, Hannah.
And Maria!
Hannah!
Mariah! Sorry.
Miss Holloway! Miss Holloway!
His hand slips from Miss Holloway's fingers. She's
Ah,
pushed to
balls.
the ground by a gust of cold air. She tumbles through briars and thickets of dry brush till she lands with a thump on the
Doggy!
floorboards of an old wooden courthouse.
You.
I'm distracted. I'm
Hannah
distracted.
looks up to find a village worth of angry townsfolk leering over her. The citizens of Hatfield, circa 1824. Two
Wow.
men grab her arms and yank her feet.
No! Let me go!
She's dragged to the bench of a decrepit old judge. He points to her with a spindly, spotted finger.
Ah, this is stressful.
Willabella Muckwab, you vile creature. You who hath danced with demons. You who
Willabella?
hath penned the abominable tome with the blood of our children. You have been found guilty
Corey's
of the
face!
crime of witchcraft. For it, you shall hang from the neck until you are dead.
No! Please!
villagers pounce on Hannah. She's suddenly in a clearing.
This is really upsetting.
Will one day become the Witchwood Forest. She's staring at a rickety platform. A noose hangs down from a beam up above. The townsfolk take hold of her and push Hannah toward the gallows.
Kill the witch!
Kill her!
Hannah's thrown onto the scaffold. In the back of the crowd gathered to watch the execution, one woman stands out. Hannah can make out her jean jacket and beat.
Oh no! You gotta be kidding!
Calling to her.
Oh, for goodness! Jeez, I thought you got heel turn then.
Pulls a rope around Hannah's neck as the judge cries out.
Never shall she plague this land again. This land we paid for with blood. Her immortal soul shall rot here, and the roots of the wood we plant shall ensnare her. Furthermore, caught and paid for with our
Kendall's doing a really good performance here, guys. Stretching me out.
Hannah, you have to take control. You're giving them the power. We can kill you.
But the illusion is too strong. The witch in the web has Hannah caught in the memory of her own death. The executioner takes hold of the lever, ready to release the trapdoor beneath Hannah's feet.
Willabella's the witch, okay.
Suffer.
Of course.
She's put you
As
in her
Todd
place.
said, kill the witch.
The guilty must be punished.
You are not the witch.
You must taste blood to be a man.
At the judge's signal, the executioner
Wait, what?
pulls. The floor beneath Hannah falls away. Miss Holloway hurls herself at Hannah, catching the girl midair. The two of them go crashing through the confines of Hannah's mind. Neon lights flash, bulbs burst. Then, quiet.
This is genuinely terrifying, guys. Kendall's doing. She's very good at this one. That was stressful.
They sit, brushing them.
Oh my god.
Are you all right?
I got scared.
Same here.
Well, don't next time. Hannah, I know you're afraid of the witch. She shows you things. Terrible things. She wants to trick you. She wants to hide and make a big, loud noise. Why do you think that is? Because she's afraid of you.
Oh. I hope so.
She's
Not just
dead.
saying that, yeah?
You're alive. You're much more powerful than she is. She knows that. She wants that power. Don't give it to her. Remember that when we go back.
Who the hell is Holloway?
We
Holloway.
have to. It's not safe here.
This is her first appearance, isn't it? It has to be.
Where are we?
I had to get you out of there, Hannah. I did the only thing I could.
Oh god, where are
I
we?
put you in my mind.
Oh god.
This is my nightmare time.
Hannah looks around. She and Miss Holloway stand in the aisle of a crumbling, abandoned theater. The star.
Didn't look so smug.
From the shadows, a writhing, withered husk slithers into view.
Oh, Lauren's back!
Be careful.
Miss Holloway touches Hannah's shoulder, cautioning her not to get too close. This thing is a mass of flesh, 3 emaciated forms welded together, dragging themselves along with 6 bony arms. 3 hungry
God.
mouths cry out eternally.
Okay, so Holloway's messed up. Holloway, sorry.
3 girls I couldn't save.
Oh, no! No, no!
No, Hannah. Nothing like you.
Miss Holloway points down the aisle, toward the empty stage. Beyond it is a door with a neon exit sign glowing above.
It's like they're holding hands. No, it doesn't. Like Sean and Kim were holding hands for a
There's
second
the
there.
exit. We need you to go through it to get back to your mind. Hold my hand. There are bad things here.
Hannah takes Miss Holloway's hand and follows her down the oddly long aisle.
Where's Sean
Around them
going?
is decay and debris.
You
and
sit
moonlight
still, please.
shining through holes in the roof. The rows of ripped-up velvet seats seem to stretch off into nothing. From the nothing, Hannah can hear voices calling to her. Hannah.
Corey, stop being creepy.
Hannah.
I love him though, really.
Here, my little star.
What's shaking, Banana?
Banana split, banana pudding. There's 1,000 ways to eat a banana.
Hannah tightens her grip on Miss Holloway's arm.
I lost the
This
banana
is your
yesterday.
nightmare time. Why are they calling to me?
Oh.
Because I don't listen to them.
Hannah tries to ignore the voices as well, until she hears one that stops her dead in her tracks and makes her blood run cold.
Lex. Oh no!
Running into each other, don't we, Hannah?
She whirls around. Suddenly, Miss Holloway is gone, and Hannah stands alone in the center of
balls!
the barren stage.
Miss Holloway! Miss Holloway!
It's then that Hannah realizes she's not alone. Carved into the stage beneath her is a strange symbol. Beside it, pinned to the floor by a black blade, is a rotting skeleton.
Oh my goodness!
Hannah backs away, only to find she can't cross the boundary of the etching below. It begins to glow around her. Green light streams up through the floorboards of the stage. It hits the skeleton, and the dead thing begins to wriggle and twist.
Oh my
It
goodness!
reaches an ossified arm to its ribcage.
Ossified?
It wrenches the black blade free from its resting place. The heap of bones rises to its feet. Life returns to the corpse in a flash of neon green. What now stands before Hannah is a man with greasy
Oh
a
no!
gnarled
This guy!
and an all denim.
Oh, I can't remember his name.
How you doing there, Hannah?
Here comes the blooming Twin
How do I
Peaks
know
music.
Oh, don't you worry about that. Hungry?
From behind his
Oh,
back,
I thought he
a man
did like David Bowie with glass on.
green apple. He tosses it to Hannah.
That was amazing.
When it reaches her, it's rotten, crawling with maggots.
It's
She
so
drops
Twin
it in
Peaks.
horror. Splat.
Ew!
She looks up, and the man is now inches away. He grabs her arm.
You're one slippery little banana peel, you know that. But I got you now. It's a shame. So much power in that noggin going right to waste.
In his other hand, he holds the black blade. He raises it high above Hannah's head.
Let's crack it open and see what's inside.
Oh my goodness, those eyebrows.
But Hannah is gone. He whirls around to find her safely clutching the arm of Miss Holloway.
Oh, I thought Holloway's gone.
You can't hurt her. You're dead.
Am I? Am I, though?
Good question.
I should know. I killed you.
Only about half the time. The other half, I mopped the floor with that head of yours. I
Wow.
ate your heart. And I took your jacket. It's
Oh,
there
yeah.
anyway.
He pops the collar on Miss Holloway's jean jacket, which has now jumped to his body, completing his ensemble.
What are you talking about?
Ask the kid, she knows. You thought you stopped it, but it shattered when she came. Didn't it, Hannah? She sees it all. Every possibility. That's why her mind is so vast, so powerful. That kid is a battery. No, she's a nuclear power plant.
Wow.
She brought me back with nothing more than a little toot.
You're a nightmare. That's all.
Now with her around, oh, that one's a live wire. Whoa! 200 years the ghost of that old witch couldn't do much more than spook a few trick-or-treaters on Halloween. Now,
Wow.
she is a very busy woman, setting up shop in Hannah's mind. Pretty soon, Hannah's body will be her new permanent residence. You know, that sounds like fun. Slipping into someone else's skin.
Not unlike the last story.
Back in the waking world, Pamela Foster's eyes burst
Oh
open.
god, it goes
Like
Pam.
a puppet on a string, she's lifted from the old sunken sofa and silently bobs into the trailer's kitchen nook. Duke sits watch outside Hannah's room, but he feels
he's still
notice
there.
Pamela sneaking up behind him. Wham! She knocks him out cold with an iron frying pan.
Oh,
In Miss
wow.
Holloway's nightmare theater, the denim-clad man advances on her and Hannah.
I can't remember his name. Well, we did learn it, right? Kind of.
Real wish. No offense, Miss Holloway.
Was this when he worked with McNamara, was it?
VEGGIE, the author
Oh!
of the Black Book itself, paired with the most powerful psychic mind in the history of reality. Well, that's a match made in... Well, I don't want to say heaven.
Hannah, we're out of time. You gotta get to the exit. They're not gonna let me go with you. Go now, Hannah, go!
Miss Holloway points Hannah in the direction of the backstage door with the exit sign up above.
I mean,
The door
Pam is
runs
right
for
there.
her, leaving Miss Holloway to square off with her old enemy.
Well, well. Together
This
again.
got his theme music going.
And me. The old Dukaroo. It's grudge match, right? Uncle Wiley's back for another round and a shot at the belt. Back off. I got a knife.
It's not Uncle Willie, is it?
This knife?
In her hand, she now holds the black blade.
Oh, yes. Very good.
That's the one.
Miss Holloway tightens her grip on the blade's tilt, ready to defend herself. But the denim-clad man makes no move.
You come back just to talk?
Miss Holloway, you know me. You think I'm gonna fight you head on your turf? I'm gonna get my ass kicked in front of these gorgeous girls. Hey, ladies!
The six-armed, three-mouthed lump of undead tissue crawls onto the stage like an enormous...
Oh, man.
Miss Holloway stays focused on her opponent.
No. I'm gonna cheat. Hey!
This is intense, guys.
Suddenly, Miss Holloway can't breathe. Back in Hannah's room, Pamela Foster looms over the sleeping Miss Holloway.
Oh, of course!
In the Nightmare Theater, Miss Holloway trips and
The
struggles
cigarette pack, I
against
think.
gasping for air. She drops the black blade and falls to her knees. The denim
Hannah, do
man
something!
pounces. In an instant, his hands are wrapped around Miss Holloway's throat, too. Just as Hannah is about to reach the exit, she turns back.
Miss Holloway!
The man looks to the three-mouthed monster.
What are you waiting for? Go get her!
The thing lunges forward and
Oh, it's
pulls
back again!
As it reaches her, Hannah closes her eyes and screams.
No!
From the girl, a pulse of psychic energy explodes. The six-armed thing is tossed into the darkness like it's
Oh my
nothing.
goodness!
The mental shockwave blazes forward, splintering the stage floor, cracking the entire theater in two. The man in denim sees the blast headed his way.
Man in denim. So it's not Wiley, I didn't think it
He's
was.
thrown from Miss Holloway. In the waking world, the psychic eruption flings Pamela across Hannah's room.
Oh no!
She grabs the mirror that hangs on the wall. Discharged from her own nightmare.
Cigarette hanging out her mouth.
Power, Miss Holloway wakes to find Pamela out cold on the floor. Duke stumbles into the room, holding a nasty bump on his aching head.
Ouch.
Are you alright?
Yawn, James. It's intense.
What about Hannah?
It's up to her now. Either she's
Oh
gonna
no!
win, or the witch will.
How will we know?
Oh, don't do this!
Well, the witch kills us. That'll be a big hint.
We can't have two stories back to back ending the same way.
Back to Hannah's mind. Miss Holloway
Dylan's loving
kneels
it.
next to the sleeping girl and holds her hand.
Freaking
Hannah
hilarious.
finds herself lying in bed. Sunlight pours in through the tiny window. Her eyes flutter open. It's morning. Her room is clean and tidy, and somehow brighter than it's ever been. She looks around. There's no sign of Miss Holloway, or Duke, or even her mother. She sits up, unsure what to think.
This is still
Then the
nightmare
door
time, right?
opens, and a smiling face peeks in.
Hi,
Lex!
Hannah. Lexi!
Hey!
Lex steps into the room with outstretched arms.
How?
Hannah runs to
How?
her. They embrace.
How?
I'm back. They let me go. They took Mom
What?
instead. It's over, Hannah, okay?
Wait, oh!
Now we can stay
Okay.
together forever.
Lex swings her backpack from her shoulder. The pins on the front sparkle in the sunshine.
I feel like
Look at all
this
this
is
stuff I brought
Lex
nice.
unzips
The
the
pills
bag
is
and
it?
pulls out a veritable treasure trove of wonderful things, piling them all around, filling the room.
Toys, games. What's this? A puppy. I'm gonna call you Spot.
Lex hands a happy little dog to Hannah. He licks her face and wags his tail. She giggles,
Hang on.
sets him down, and looks around.
This can't be real.
Where's my... Didn't you give me something else?
What? This isn't enough for you?
Oh, here we go. I know.
I used to play it. It helped me remember a friend. What was her name?
You want some friends? Well, check out these guys. I got a whole set.
The puppy thing was a
Lex
big
removes
giveaway,
5
guys.
balls from her bag. One with a mask-like face, leaking blue goo.
Don't recognize that one.
A purple one, with a huge eye.
Yep, the theme park one.
A yellow one, with a head
Yes.
like a goat.
Played by Jeff, as I remember, yes. But I'm trying to remember where these were from.
With a mouth for a face.
Intense. He looks happy. Been to the dentist.
A green one, with fur and tentacles. Hannah sees them, and knows who they are.
Those are her brothers.
Oh!
They're bad.
Who told you that?
The Witches
That
brothers?
nasty little spider you think is your friend?
Uh-huh.
Well, we've already established she's a lying little turd.
Outside,
There's that line
the
again.
sunlight fades. Lex leans over the dolls, coveting them, worshipping them.
The world is theirs, Hannah. All the worlds are theirs. But right here, this can be ours. All you gotta do is agree to stay here, okay?
This is definitely the... Yeah, of course it is.
Drowsy Town.
Yes, of course. There we go.
As Lex's voice begins to shift and crack.
I'm not a monster.
I don't need evil Angela again.
You're my own blood, Hannah.
She was so good in Cinderella.
Of my daughter's daughter and of my daughter's daughter.
Not Lexi. It's you.
This thing that's not Lex
Just
looks
gave up.
forward. The back bulges up into a spiny hunch that scrapes the ceiling. The electric
Whoa!
lights above the bed pop one by one. Dark muck drips down the walls as they crack and crumble. The knot
That is a
Lex
cool
grabs
effect.
His face and pulls. Its skin
Oh my God, don't do that.
away, revealing haggard gray features and a toothless, joyless grin. Hannah
Oh my
stands
God, that face!
trapped in nightmare time, face to face with Willabella Muckwab, the witch
Muckwab, okay.
in the web.
I gave you the choice. You could have had your sister. Now you will have nothing.
The witch inches closer, dripping and stinking. All around, Hannah's room slowly chips away, leaving
This has
the
been
stone walls
brilliant,
of the
guys.
witch's hut. The hag
No!
reaches out an enormous clawed hand and strokes Hannah's cheek.
Your bones will be mine. Your blood will be mine.
It's your mind, Hannah!
Your little mouth, and I'll shit out your ass.
Wow!
Hannah turns from the grotesque rotting woman, and something on the
Pretty
crooked
grotesque,
mantle
yes.
catches her eye. It glimmers in the firelight. Hannah's ukulele.
Oh, thank
into the
goodness.
scene,
White?
almost glowing. For an instant, Hannah's fear is forgotten when she remembers what the instrument means to her. Her love for her sister, Her connection to a friend whose name she can almost remember. Seeing it makes Hannah feel powerful. Then she realizes, in nightmare time, a world of dreams and symbols, the ukulele is her power.
That's why you took it.
Hannah pushes past the witch and runs for the fireplace. The witch
Go,
lunges
go, 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 go!
at her. Her spiny hunched back scrapes the stone wall, sending a spray of sparks through the hut. Her talons lash. Hannah dives for the mantle.
Amazing. My goodness!
You took it from me, and you hid it in nightmare time. But it's mine, not yours. I have the power.
She grabs the ukulele and lifts it high above her head. She radiates psychic energy.
I
You
have
don't
the
need to
power.
play it!
Witch pounces, but can't stop Hannah from swinging the ukulele with all her might. It hits the stone wall and smash! The witch's hut explodes into a million pieces.
Wow!
Boulders, bricks, and debris fly off in every direction. Willabella howls as her stronghold in Hannah's mind crumbles
Willabella's
away, falling
flipping
off
fascinating.
into nothingness.
The sister of the frickin' puppets. Jeez.
All that's left
Mascots, I
is
should
Hannah,
say.
the witch, and a woman with long white hair.
Oh?
Webby.
Oh. Well,
With Hannah's power fully restored,
that's Webby!
so too is her connection to Webby. The cosmic being smiles at Hannah, then turns to the witch.
Hello, Willabella. You've been hanging around my brothers.
My lord, my king, your
Oh, it's Webby's. Webby's the sister. Okay. Oh my
Close your
God.
eyes, Hannah.
Hannah covers
Oh no,
her eyes.
this is gonna get violent, is it?
Webby bends down over the witch, who
It makes sense
cowers
that
in
Webby's the sister, sure.
You were gonna hurt my friend.
Oh no.
I'm going to destroy you now.
Willabella, you're screwed.
No more. Just be gone.
Webby puts a finger to the witch's forehead, and it starts to flake away.
Voldemort here. I'm melting!
The witch screams as she crumbles to dust. After 200 years, Willabella Muckwab is gone for good.
My goodness.
Satisfied,
Webby's a
Webby
mess.
walks to Hannah and lightly touches her shoulder.
Wake up, Hannah.
Hannah's
Oh.
eyes blink open. She's back in her room. Her real room. Duke and Miss Holloway look to her.
So spooky,
Hannah?
Nick's gone blurry.
I found her. Webby's back. Nightmare time is over.
Duke sets Pamela back.
It's literally over. It's like end of first
She's
season.
still out for the count.
What about her?
I have a hunch Pamela's gonna wake up feeling very guilty. She's gonna confess something that's been weighing
Oh,
on
wow.
her conscience.
Alec's gonna go.
She might go away for a while.
Get a puppy.
But I'll tell you what, Hannah. What if, somehow, Lex came home?
Really? Ethan too?
All
I'll
right.
see what I can do.
He nearly died in the last story.
Outside, the sun is rising. With her work here done, Miss Holloway heads for her 1987 Pontiac Firebird. Before she goes, she turns back to Hannah.
Yeah, after that,
You know,
girl, the
I help a lot
autograph
of
girl.
kids,
Ignore me. Ignore me.
and I always give them something when I go. A reminder of the warriors they've become.
What's this gonna be? Another ukulele?
From her bag,
Is it the
she
puppy?
produces a navy blue Hatchetfield Nighthawks baseball cap. She
Nighthawks?
offers it to Hannah.
It's imbued with the power of Grayskull. As long as it's on your head, nothing can harm you.
Wait, what?
Hannah
Power of
takes the
Grey
cap,
Skull?
pulls it on, and spins it backwards.
I don't know how to say it. I have the power over, but still.
Winks and waves to Duke. She gets into her car and revs the engine. Duke puts a hand on Hannah's shoulder, and the two watch Miss Holloway drive off through the Witchwood.
I thought it was going into the air. Is that... I'd say that was brilliant. That was by far the most genuinely scary, guys. So obviously, like, the last one was really funny and everything, but that was so well done. Kendall was brilliant in it. It made me extremely stressed out for her throughout. Oh, we've got like a roundup song, is it? There's Webby. Yeah, I got confused. She is the sister of the mascots. That's very interesting. That's like crucial information there. That's absolutely brilliant, guys. And I really appreciate that it was kept until the end of the first season to have something so... The thing is, it's so interesting that the show is called Nightmare Time. So I wonder if maybe all the nightmares are... I don't know, maybe I'm reading too much into it, but maybe each story is someone else's nightmare time, maybe? I mean, it explained the different, you know, the inconsistencies in the stories and everything. I mean inconsistency in a good way, obviously. I feel like you guys have told me about Kim and Mega. It was just weird. I was just surprised seeing them together like that, you know. But I'm pretty sure they are a couple, aren't they? Or at least were. Oh, we got all the Did it say? Well, I kind of want to go back, but I can't. But yeah, the guy in the denim jacket. We at least have the theory of who he is, isn't he? Because I'm pretty sure that McNamara talked about him at one point. Someone like, I think it was McNamara. It was in Black Friday. This mask I don't remember. But of course we got Nerdy Prudes Must Die to watch eventually, don't we? Once we got Nightmare Time out of the way. Cool, see a connection between these guys. There had to be a connection coming there. It just had to be with all the mascots. Or be fairly similar, I should say. They're very cool. They must be available to buy, right? Merchandise-wise, maybe simpler versions of them. They're all quite complicated, aren't they? And Jeff with the music, yeah, you guys have told me that that Jeff is the musical director right now, right? And of course, Nick and Matt, as always. Very interesting about the Hatchet Men as well. You can imagine that that's why. And the dates that we got as well. I feel like this story is, we have learnt by far the most about a potential backstory or maybe explanation. I don't know if there will be ever an explanation. I don't think it needs an explanation. But that was absolutely brilliant though, guys. It really was. One thing that I do want to try and check, because I did miss it. Lex, in inverted commas, did say what the name of the puppy was, right? I feel like I want to get that just in case if it ends up being significant. But yeah, like her story about, you know, everything's that they let me go and all this sort of stuff seemed very, very convenient. A puppy. I'm gonna call it Spot. Okay, so that's okay. I will remember that, guys, because Spot feels like it might be returning at some point. Holloway, this has to be the first time we've met Holloway, right? I mean, she seems incredibly important. She really does. And again, I don't know if there is ever going to be an actual explanation of what's going on in Hatchetfield or anything. Because like I say, it doesn't need it, guys. It can just carry on as it is. But it does. This one felt like there may actually be a connection. The fact that the show is called Nightmare Time means that all these stories so far could be things that are going on in the unconscious or the sleep realm of the different characters, right? Or am I stretching too much? I mean, the thing is, outside of Nightmare Time, characters die and then come back to life again, apparently. like Paul, you know, like loads of characters, you know, characters that we think we've lost are suddenly back in the next story. Again, I feel like I might be reading too much into it. Also, I really like the bit where the man with denim in denim like picked up that apple and it looked like a glass orb. I said David Bowie, like on Labyrinth, who's always got these like glass orbs and everything, but no, just because of the green screen, that was amazing. Jesus, I got so my notes are so much here because there was so much going on. So it sounds like Pam's going away. Finally met Pam. I can't remember what happened to Lex and Hannah's dad. I feel like he might be dead. I can't remember. But it was nice to finally meet Pam though, and I'm loving the fact that it's Jamie as well. I got to apologise, guys. I got to apologise for a couple of things. First of all, I feel like I was silent for a lot of this reaction because I was just so engrossed. It's always a struggle when something is really grabbing you, especially in a horror way, to actually have something to say, you know? So after a while, I was thinking, oh, hang on, I haven't said anything for ages, you know? But also, there was nothing funny about Jamie's character. But I just think that she is so great, and I love her ability to act to the extent that she does, like the expressions and everything, the wild eyes and everything. Because I've been told I have wild eyes in my videos, guys. Not compared to Jamie, I don't. Yeah, we bladder. Sorry. But I've always loved Jamie, though, and so I apologise for laughing whenever she's on screen, because I shouldn't, because there wasn't anything funny about her character here. But yeah, I'm glad at least in this reality, in this nightmare time, she appears to be going away and Lex may actually be getting set free. Man, this was good. And Duke we've never met before, right? I don't think we have. But I feel like they are going to be really crucial characters maybe going forward into other stories. I got to say, I said it midway, guys. I said it midway in this reaction. I think my favourite Hatchetfield character is Hannah. I find her absolutely fascinating. Now, obviously, Kendall did a fantastic job in her in this, to the point where I was actually getting quite distressed by it. But yeah, I think that Hannah is my favourite Hatchetfield character. That's a really good question, actually, guys. We should have done this before, but we're going to do it now. So if you watched all the way through this, thank you so much. Who is your favourite Hatchetfield character? And I mean character, not your favourite actor, guys. We've gone over that several times. Thank you so much for answering that. I always appreciate it. And I love that there are a lot of people that share the love for Dylan and Jamie as I do. But I love them all, guys. You know, they're all brilliant. Yeah. But who is your favourite? I can see Lex being a lot of people's favourites. But, you know, Paul is awesome as well. Tom. Jane. But no, the one which when I realised that it was a Hannah episode, I thought, oh, okay, this is going to be fascinating, because she is... the thing is, it isn't that she knows stuff, it's the fact that she's seeing stuff that other people aren't, which makes her an even more interesting character, you know? It's not that she knows a secret everyone else doesn't, it's the fact that she is witnessing stuff which no one else is actually seeing, you know? In that Cassandra sort of way. Quite a sophisticated reference there, guys. Cassandra? Yes. The one in Troy. Who was basically telling everyone that bad things are coming, and everyone just completely didn't believe her. So yeah, this was so good, and I think is I feel like I almost shouldn't, because I gave Angela her flowers so much in the last story, but she was freaking... She is a... Look at her face, guys. She is a brilliant bad guy. She really is. And she was so good in Cinderella, as everyone was, guys. Obviously, we didn't see Bryce here. But you guys have told me that she is in future Nightmare Time, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm really intrigued to know what the reason for this was. Oh, no, I don't want to watch any of it, not yet. It's 4 hours long? It must be interviews as well, right? It can't just be a musical. If this is something that we should check out soon, then please. In fact, yeah, please do, guys. Because if it's something which is going to be, you know, worth checking out sooner than later. What is that? An age and an age, celebrating 15 years of StarKids. Fair enough. I'm intrigued by that. Yeah, if Hatchetfield series recap is worth checking out, but the problem is I haven't watched Nerdy Prudes, and so I would imagine I can't watch that because it sounds like it's going to be go over Nightmare Time and also, what would be the point? What would be the point of a recap in a series that has no consistency? And I mean that in a good way, guys. I'm not it's not a criticism. Timeline-wise and everything, I'm absolutely intrigued. Either way, guys, this has been an absolute treat checking out Nightmare Time Season 1. Should we jump straight into Season 2, or should we check out... I feel like we should probably go back to do some older stuff. But it won't be long, though, guys, because obviously doing Nightmare Time is quite a big commitment, and so it probably is worth doing an older musical and then coming back to Nightmare Time, going our way through that, and then finally getting to Nerdy Prudes Must Die. Guys, thank you so much for watching this. This was an absolute treat. It genuinely had me on edge. This is the creepiest one by far, and everyone in it was so good. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm VEGGIEKNIGHTS, and I'll see you next time.